Thank you, and thank you again to Lakeland Public News for hosting this. Thank you to Bethany for being our host. Thank you to our panelists. Thank you to you, Mr. Hobson, and most importantly, thank you to you, the great people of District 5A. It truly has been an honor to serve as your state representative in St. Paul for the last 2 years. Tonight, we have heard two different views on how best to address the issues that are plaguing our state. We are definitely at a crossroads. In the last 2 years, the Democrat trifecta blew through an $18 billion budget surplus. They increased taxes and fees by $10 billion, and they grew government by 40%. This is unsustainable. The people of our state are struggling to make ends meet every single day. We need to return balance to the Minnesota government and bring common sense back to our state. Socializing more systems is not the solution. I believe in empowering parents, strengthening our families and communities by limiting the reach of government control. When it comes to government, I believe that less is more and local control is best. We need to support our job creators and our ag producers to strengthen our economy. We need to free childcare providers, building contractors, and our schools from unnecessary, burdensome regulations and mandates. And always, we need to support our law enforcement as they put their lives in harm's way every day to protect our communities. Voting season is upon us. Early voting started on September 20th. If you haven't already voted, please make your plan to vote. In 2022, the control of the Minnesota House of Representatives was determined by less than 1,600 votes. Every vote matters. If re-elected on November 5th, I'm looking forward to continuing the fight for the great people of District 5A, and I humbly ask for your vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Brian, closing comments.
Again, I'm Brian Hobson. I almost said I'm Mr. Hobson because that is what I'm known by every day, almost all day. And as I tell my third graders, so often I am sure they are tired of hearing it. I say, pay attention to what is important. We don't have time to waste rather. And that means that we have to pay attention to what is important, and that is my responsibility. And I am paying attention to things that hopefully will make a difference for folks in rural Minnesota, and especially in House District 5A. That means that I'm paying attention to the housing, making sure that we have enough, making sure that it is affordable and available. I'm paying attention to rural health care, making sure that it is affordable and available in our smaller communities. I am paying attention to our environment, making sure that we pass on an environment to our next generations that we could enjoy ourselves for them. And I am paying attention to lowering costs for folks here in rural Minnesota. Those are all really big jobs. They're not jobs I can do alone. They're not jobs that I have all the ideas to fix. There are jobs that require a whole bunch of people working together to solve, compromising, finding common sense solutions, as Representative Knudsen mentioned earlier, common sense solutions that we can all agree on. Yes, I get it. We live in a two-party system. Sometimes that's really hard to deal with. But if we work together, including folks here in rural Minnesota and folks from the Twin Cities, including folks from the Republican side of the aisle and the Democratic side of the aisle, we can come up with real solutions for folks all across Minnesota. That is why I'm running for Minnesota House District 5A, to pay attention to what is important because we don't have time to waste. I want to thank Lakeland Public Television, the Park Rapids Enterprise, the Brainerd Dispatch, and our moderator this evening. Thank you so much for inviting me and for the amazing questions from you and the people of House District 5A. Thank you so much.